All you.
Start class. Good morning, everyone. My name is Megan, and today we're going to be playing a little game to get to know one another. Yep, Jasmine?
I really like your shirt. It's so colorful.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like your shirt too. All right, so what I'm going to be asking you guys to do in a few minutes is to think of 2 things that really interest you outside of school. So it could be your hobbies, something you like doing with your family, anything like that. Okay? But we are going to make it a little bit more interesting, and you're going to have to choose one of those things to be interviewed for. So for example, I will do mine, and then you will understand what I'm asking for you. Okay? So, all right. Good morning, Megan. How are you? It's so nice to meet you today. My name's Jack Johnson, and I'll be interviewing you about your new book. Oh, hi, Jack. Nice to meet you. So I've just written this new book, and I'm really excited about it. And I'd love to talk to you. Great, Megan. So what got you interested in writing? Funny you should ask that, Jack. Actually, I love reading. I love reading all kinds of books. So I love novels about drama, action, scary books, happy books, any kind of books. I love reading books. And I also love reading kids' books. I have a little 1-year-old son. I love reading colorful books, rhymes, poems, anything like that. So that passion for reading and books actually inspired me to be a writer. Wow, Megan, that's very interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Now, can you tell me about some of your other interests? Sure, Jack. One of my favorite things to do is actually to go outside on a weekend or in the evening and walk by the beach or the lake or the river, any body of water with my family. So I love to get out and smell fresh air, get that sweet breeze. So refreshing, and one of my favorite things to do on a cool morning is to go with my family to the beach, get a nice hot coffee, and walk in the sand. It just feels comforting and relaxing. So that's something that I really love. And I also love spending time with animals. I'm a volunteer at the Shenton Park Dog Refuge. So I will go on the weekends and I will take some of the dogs out to walk so they can have a chance to get out of their kennels and do things that they want to do, normal dogs can do. So those are some of my passions. Okay, so that was my interview. Now what I'm going to be asking you to do is to think of 2 or 3 things that interest you, okay? You're going to have to choose one of those things to be interviewed for. I will interview you. So for example, one of my interests was reading a book and reading books. So the thing I was interviewed for was being a writer, okay? So you could be interviewed because you have broken a world record or won a gold medal. All right, does anyone have any questions? No questions? Okay, so can someone explain to me what I'm asking you to do? Yeah, Savannah, what am I asking for?
So, you're sort of gonna ask us what we like doing, and then you're gonna ask us questions about it.
Yeah.
And can we sort of make things up if it's a little bit more interesting, or
Yeah.
does it have to be all okay?
I would like to know what your real interests are. So those things I told you about are my real interests, but you are going to make up the thing you're famous for. Okay, so I'm not an author, but I pretended that I'm famous for writing a book, and I'm being interviewed because I wrote this new book, okay? So I want you to choose one, all right? So one of your hobbies is the reason you're being interviewed. So when I come to interview you, I will say, for example, Ethan, why am I interviewing you today? And you will tell me the reason, and then we will start the interview. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Cool, all right. So I'm going to give you a minute, all right, to think of your interests. I want to think of why do you like those things? What interests you about them? How do they make you feel? So for example, me, when I go walking on the beach, I feel refreshed, I feel relaxed, it's comforting to drink coffee. So I want you to think of those things, and I will be asking you that in the interview. Okay? All right, so everyone, I'll give you a minute. You think of your interests, and then I'll start the interviews. Ava, are you okay? Do you have any questions, or are you just thinking?
I'm just thinking.
Okay, no problem, sorry. All right, does anyone need more time, or can we maybe get started? Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Okay, great. Deb, do you want to go first then? Okay,
Sure,
so
I guess.
Okay, great. Deb, why will I be interviewing you today?
Because I like making models.
You like making models, and so have you made a model that's famous?
Yeah, so I made the biggest Lego sculpture in the world.
Awesome, that is a cool reason to be interviewed. So, good morning, Deb. Thanks for taking time to talk to me. Now, I'm here to talk about the sculpture, the model that you've made out of Legos. It's all over the news. It's so exciting. What made you interested in Legos? What do you like about it?
Well, I like that they just kind of all fit together and you can make lots of stuff about them.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel while you're building your Lego sets?
Sometimes I get a little bit annoyed and frustrated with it, but when it's done, it's really cool because then it feels like I've done something, like I've made something really cool.
Yeah, so you can see your final product. Cool,
Yeah.
Very cool. Can you tell me what other things do you like doing besides Legos?
Well, I also like doing brain teasers and puzzles and stuff like that.
Yeah, and can you tell me some of the feelings that you feel while you're doing your brain teasers?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of, I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah, okay, so you feel interested and very excited about it?
Yeah,
Cool.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Can anyone else tell me some of their interests? Yeah, Savannah. Thanks, Savannah. Why are we interviewing you today?
Because I like volleyball.
Okay. And has there been any accomplishments that you've made in volleyball? That's why I'm interviewing you?
Yeah, I just tried to make the Australian team.
Oh, very
So
cool.
I'm going to be playing volleyball for Australia real soon.
Awesome.
And maybe I might win a medal or something.
Very cool. Okay. Savannah, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us, and congratulations on making the Australian team. That must have taken a lot of hard work. How did you get started playing volleyball? What do you like about it?
Well, I just kind of started playing when I was a kid, with my brothers and stuff, and then I joined the school team, and just kind of went from there.
Yeah, okay. And what do you like about playing with the other players?
Well, what I really like is that they let me play on a mixed team, like a mixed gender team, because I don't really like playing just with girls, because, they're just a little bit bossy, but it's nice to get to play with, a mix of people, and that's really good.
Okay. And can you tell me about some other things that you like to do?
I like doing quiz nights and things. I do quiz nights with my family, and that's fun. I watch a lot of movies, so I like to answer all the questions about movies.